What is going on, everybody? It's SiNz again, and update 1.7 is live. What do you think of our new launch screen? I think it looks fucking cool, man. Look at this shit. You've got the mini game up here. You got the server selection down here. You got the new section to the right hand side. Man, it just looks polished. Looks like you want to touch it. Yeah, looks nice, man. I did actually mean to record before this, because there's a new feature. You can actually play the game now, before the update completes. If you see down the bottom left there, it says setup. While it's updating, there's a section that says playable, and once your green bar reaches past playable, you can go ahead and play the game. You can get into your garage. I didn't actually test if you could play a game while it was updating, so if anybody could verify that, that would be wicked. But yeah, doesn't this just look awesome? Like, man, I knew the update was about HUD changes, but I didn't expect to see the launcher change as well. I guess that's why the Microsoft update ran last night, and then I turned my Xbox off, and I turn it back on when I get home from work, and I'm greeted with this screen, and I'm definitely impressed. So 1.7 is live. This is what your new launcher looks like. It looks amazing. I'm gonna hit play, and we're gonna take a look in depth at the garage changes. And there's supposedly a filter function now where you can filter the tanks that you want to show in the list down the bottom. So we're going to take a look at that and see how it works. And yeah, hopefully that'll help you guys out if you've not seen it already. If you're currently in the process of updating, then you're going to know what to expect. And yeah, we'll take a look now. I'm going to hit play. It's probably going to take a while to load up. It normally does after an update, but hopefully it will just go straight through and we can take a look. I really wish I had a drink right now. This would be the perfect moment to take a sip. But whatever, I'll get one after I've done my work. And yeah, so I'm psyched. I was psyched for this update, man. You know, I heard a few rumors and things going on. I wasn't really sure what was coming next, but I had a rough idea in my head, and I've been pleasantly surprised by this one. I have to say, a HUD, you know, like a HUD update in general. The last time that we saw one, I was impressed. I wasn't expecting another one this soon, but I definitely thought that one was needed. You know, the game looks a lot more polished now. Just on the launcher, it looks nicer. It looks more inviting to play. I don't know, you know, some people might download this, see the launcher, and be like, I'm not really feeling this. I know I've done that with games before in the past. I loaded it up. I took one look at the game, and I was like, nope, can't be bothered. So hopefully it will invite people that haven't played the game to go ahead and, you know, click play and sit through the update and yeah, enjoy what's to come. But into the garage now. First things first, you can already see the HUD changes at the top and the bottom. The badges for the tanks have changed slightly as well. I've noticed that for sure. Let's see if there's anything different in the tank section. I can't remember this being changed at all. I mean, like, other than the, you know, other than the icons like the heavy, medium, tank destroyer badges, they look a bit smaller, and the elite status on your tanks looks kind of different too. So that's a nice touch. Go back to the garage, and whoa, hold up, my M4 is displaying in its desert camouflage. So that's definitely new. I mean, every tank normally displays in a winter camouflage, right? So that was unexpected. Let's take a look at some others. So yeah, this one as well. My jumbo's in summer camouflage, as is my Easy 8. See if the Pershing is as well. Yep. I wonder if there's a way that you can choose for which one to display in. Now I'll take a look at that shortly. But first off, I want to look at the take a look at the filter system, because I think a lot of people are going to be interested in how that works. It's been something that has been asked after for a while, as far as I know. From taking a look at posts on the forum, a lot of people have been requesting for this to be added in, to make the navigation in our garage a lot easier than it was before. You know, the way that it works on the PC version is very nice. So we'll take a look and see if it's similar to that. And yeah, take a look at how it works. So it looks as if you have to press up or down on the D-pad. You see down at the bottom there it says filter next to help. So I'm going to press up on the D-pad. And yeah, there's the filter system. So you've got the clear filters section, or option even, if you've selected a filter already. So I'm going to go ahead and select. Oh, you can even filter by. You can even filter by what tanks have their ×2 left. That won't make a difference on mine yet, because I haven't actually played a game yet today. So all of my tanks have their ×2 left on them at the moment. I imagine this one's premium tanks. Let's take a look and see if that's right. It looks like elite tanks, but I'm guessing that's... Well, it looks like it might include elite tanks as well, but if I click on it, it goes through, and you see down the bottom 6 of 39 vehicles. I only have 6 premium tanks, but it only shows the premium tanks, and then you go to the end and it gives you the buy vehicle option. So yeah, that's neat, man. That is nice. That is a nice touch. So props to whoever had been developing this at Wargaming HQ. My shouts go to you. I've been waiting for this for a while, and this looks nice, man. Very, very nice. I'm gonna take that off, and it goes back to filters off, which should be all 39 tanks. I'm not gonna count them now because, you know, I'm recording and I want to get stuff done. I'm gonna load the filter back up again. So it's as simple as pressing the up and down on the D-pad, and then just using the D-pad, or you can use your analog stick. You'll hear the clicking in the distance there. To navigate around, you can filter by class, so light tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, tank destroyers and artillery. You can filter by nation, so Americans, Germans, Russians, British and French. And hopefully when we or if we ever get the new nations, there'll be some more in there too, which will be totally fucking dope. And you can also arrange by tier, which is nice. So yeah, this is very similar to how it works on the PC. Exactly as I would have expected it to be, and exactly as I wanted it to be. Which is awesome, man. Like, hit tier 2, I've only got 2 tier 2s. Hit tier 3. Ah, you can actually select multiples at once as well, so okay. So I can select tier 2s and 10s if I want. You know, I can either go SEAL Club in or kick it with the pros. You know, whatever I want to do. The deselect, I guess you just press it again, which you do. Or, you know, if you've got, like, you know, let me just activate a load here. Activate all of them. Shows all of my tanks, but then if I want to take the filters off, you just hit clear filters and off it goes. So maybe, you know, maybe I only want to play, say if there's a certain operation for, like, destroying a German tank whilst only playing in an American or British tank. which is a kind of operation that we've had before. I can't remember the name of it, but it was something along them lines. So, for example, I could go, alright, well, I better play my British and American tanks then. So, if I hit British, brings up my British tanks, hit up American as well, and they're all in there together, doing their thing. So that's nice. That's proper nice, man. I like that. Nice touch. Real cool. Definitely nice. Yeah, that's wicked, man. That's basically how it works. I don't really think I need to explain it any more than that. It's quite simple. You just pick what tier you want, what nation you want, what class you want, or whether your tank has ×2 left. If you're you know, I have 39 tanks, and I struggle to get through all of my ×2s in a day. But I am grinding at the moment, so that's probably why. But you know, I know some people have way more tanks than I do. So that's going to be a nice feature for them if they want to get their ×2s done. And obviously, if you've got a lot of premium tanks as well, you can sort it out. Yeah, that's nice. I'm going to stop saying that's nice, and I'm going to move on to the next subject, because that's about it for the filter, you know? Cool. But yeah, you can, it appears that you can pick your own camouflage now, or your own camouflage is just randomly applied. I'm going to try it out. I've got an idea in mind that might work for showing what camouflage you want to show in the garage. So I'm going to try that out now and see if it works. I was actually surprised. I wasn't expecting that at all. My i7 in the desert camo there, looking beautiful as ever. I'm going to try it on... In fact, let me use the filter here. Okay, I want my British tanks. I'm going to try it on them first. Go down. So Cromwell looking nice in the desert camo. But say if I want it to display differently in the garage, we'll I'm gonna try this out, right? Check it. So I go into camouflage. It normally displayed as the winter camo. So this is what I expected to see when I came into the garage. I expected to see all of my tanks, you know, permanently in their winter camo, like they're in the Battle of the Bulge or something. But what you can do now, if you've read it in the patch notes, you can deselect your camouflage without having to lose the camouflage. So how it worked before, if I click into here, so I've got this camo permanently applied. But if I hit empty, it would say, "Are you sure you want to delete your camouflage?" And you would hit yes or no. Like if you wanted to change it, that's how you'd have to do it. You'd have to sell it and then rebuy it, or rebuy the one that you wanted. But now if I hit empty, you see it just unapplies it, and I still have the option to reapply it because I have the gold tick next to the ammo that I've permanently bought. So if I now click that and reapply the camouflage, that will be the camouflage that shows in my garage. So I quit back, and you can see it hasn't changed to winter or desert, for example. And if I move to a different tank, because you could move to a different tank before and then move back to the same tank, and the camouflage would be the default again. But if I go back to the Cromwell, it's still in that camouflage. So is that a way, you know, there's no option to, there's no like feature, there's no sort of, you know, I was expecting something like a few tick boxes or something like that, where you can pick, you know, that it might say something like display in garage as, and then you got the tick boxes and you pick the one you want, right? But I guess for the meantime, you can go into your customized settings, pick the camouflage you want, unapply it, and then reapply it. And let me do it again. So I unapplied my desert camo. I'm going to reapply it now. And then when I go back to the garage... Oh, I messed up there. Okay. Reapply. Back to the normal garage. And that's the camo. Yeah, that's the camo that it displays in. So, move to a different tank. Move back to the other tank. And it's still there. And if I take, like, for example, let me take the filter off. Let me scroll through and find it manually. Just to make sure. And it's still in that camouflage. So that's cool, man. We now have, you know, from just looking at this and testing it here, it looks as if we now have an option to pick what camouflage our tank displays with in the garage. And I know a lot of people have been asking after that. So hopefully you check this out and you see what I did there, and you can do it too. And then your tanks will show in the camouflage that you want them to show in, without actually having that feature there yet. I'm sure Wargaming are working on that feature. You know, if it is ever introduced, or maybe this is how it's going to be forever. You know, I don't know. But how it is, I mean, that's cool to me, man. Like being able to change it to the camouflage that I want. Like, I think my American tanks look best in their summer camouflage, right? So I can now change it to display in the summer camouflage in the garage, just so that when I load the garage up, I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, look at that, man. It looks fucking, you know, my tank's looking pimped in its camouflage. So yeah, that's a nice touch. I like that. That's real nice. So I'm gonna do that when I've got some spare time. I'm just gonna change the camouflage for the hell of it. I'm gonna see if it sticks. Like, I'll go into a battle or something, come back out and see if it's any different than it was before, and hopefully it will stay the same. Because if it does, then yeah, that's wicked, man. We can move forward with that, like, for sure. What else was there? There was the ops had changed. The ops tab now looks different to what it was before. It looks a bit more flashy, which is nice. You know, it just, the whole game looks more visually pleasing to the eye now, which is great. Sorry, I had a hiccup there, trying to stop me from talking, doing my thing. Joe, you're not talking right now. Here's a hiccup. Okay, I'm trying to record. Go away, man. I don't need that. Anyway, yeah, the ops tab looks real nice. They've kind of just stuck with the theme across the board, it seems. So if you go into the stats, looks exactly the same. It shows you more in depth now, which is quite nice. You don't have to. Well, the box doesn't come up anymore. So you've just got, you know, you can just scroll and see how many battles you've had in your tanks, or how many you've had overall, and it looks nice. It looks real flashy. I'm nearly at 10,000 enemies destroyed, man. That's quite an achievement. That is cool. Yeah, real nice. Definitely loving the stats page. Really nice touch. Cool. That is nice. The store, I'm not sure if the store is any different. We'll take a look at buying premium. Doesn't look any different than it was before. Getting gold doesn't look like it was any different than it was before. Exchanging gold still looks the same. Converting XP still looks the same. But the special page still looks the same as well. So no changes to the store page. But I don't really think it's necessary. The store page is kind of cool how it is. You got the nice little backgrounds and whatever. So, you know, no harm done. The log page, however, this looks the same as well across the board. This looks nice. Maybe I should have played like 5 games before opening the log tag. You can now open the last 5 games that you played to take a look at the stats of the game, which is, you know, helpful if you want to go back and look how much you've done. Maybe you want to take a screenshot of your performance, something like that. You can, you know, you can now do that without having to do it straight away after the game that you played. So just more functionality to the game, making it nicer to us, the users. So yeah, man, I'm really impressed with the update so far. There's I believe there's some HUD changes within the game, but I'm not actually sure. So if there is, I'll try and bring them in a separate video maybe, to show you what they are. I mean, you're going to be playing the game, you're going to be seeing them anyway. You've probably played the game already today and seen them before me. It is what? It's 18 minutes past 4 in the evening for me in the UK. I got home at about 1:45 in the afternoon, so I've just been chilling out, let the update run, and yeah, most of you have probably already been on the game before me, but if you haven't, then these changes in this video are going to be a surprise to you. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play the game for the day now. I need to get some more footage for my next sensational video, which I'm looking to bring out to you on Saturday. So really just a quick overview of the HUD changes within the garage and on the launcher. And hopefully you've enjoyed the video from today. And yeah, I will most definitely catch you next time. As always, if you did like the video, please do give it a thumbs up and share with a friend, especially if they're in the process of updating the game. It really helps the channel out. And yeah, peace guys.